everybody. Welcome in to another episode of The Q. Been away for just a minute. Got a little sick. Been dealing with some things. Been struggling to keep up with the schedule that I wanted to. For now, we're just gonna call it by ear. But in this episode, we are going to get into day one of the World Championships for Vainglory and just give some final predictions here in this episode. I know I've given a little insight previous to this, but now we have the schedule out, so let's kind of break this down game by game and give some very uneducated opinions about who might win, who might lose, because to be honest, I am not an expert in all of these teams, but I've looked at a little bit of content and stuff here just to see what I could glean, what I could glimpse. But anyways, let's jump into it. So it looks like the first match that's going to be shown on the mainstream happens at 12 p.m. Singapore time. It's going to be Team Kraken, I think they are called, against Detonation Gaming. Team Kraken from China, Detonation Gaming from Japan. And in this matchup, I'm going to predict Detonation Gaming is going to take it over Team Kraken. That's just kind of what I see happening there. I am not very familiar with either team, but even less familiar with Team Kraken, who were the final qualifiers. They were the team from China that we were waiting to find out about. So they do make it in. Don't know a whole lot about them, but I'm going to go with Detonation Gaming. Detonation Gaming seems like, from what I've seen, like they might be the dark horse. Like they might have been creeping up there in their region, although Ace and Rocks kind of always overshadowed them. So for match one, we're going with Detonation Gaming. Now in the 1 o'clock time slot, you have a couple of matches. You got Cloud9 versus Pain Gaming, which will be shown on the alternate stream. I don't know what that means as of right now. Before or during the season, they were using the VIS channel for their alternate stream. Maybe that's what they're still doing, not sure. So you have Cloud9 versus Pain Gaming. And on the mainstream, you're going to see G2 versus Team Kraken. Okay, so that's going to be the first match that at least there's some teams that I'm familiar with now. So let's start with the mainstream first, which is going to be G2 versus Team Kraken. Again, I don't know a lot about Team Kraken. I do know G2. Let's call it like it is. Like, I'm a huge G2 fan, but EU teams kind of struggle in these live events. But I think in this one, I'm giving it to G2. I think I'm gonna pick G2 over Team Kraken to win that 1 p.m. mainstream matchup. If G2 shows up to play the way that we know we can, if they stick to what we know they're strong with, and let's face it, some of what they're strong on is very strong right now. Baron is strong. We know that Hundor's great at Baron. Dark Potatoes, Alpha, and things like that are very meta right now. So I want to see G2 bring it and get that win. So on the alternate stream, we have Cloud9 versus Pain Gaming. For those of you that don't know, Pain Gaming, I believe, used to be Red Canids. They just got picked up by an esports org down there in South America. So that's who we're looking at. Got to give it to Cloud9 here. To the best of my knowledge, the SA region isn't that strong in the first place, and I just don't think that Pain Gaming is going to be able to take one off of a Goliath like Cloud9. That would be very surprising to me. So those are our 1 o'clock time slots. Now for 2 o'clock time slots on the mainstream, we have Impunity versus Rocks. And we have, on the alternate stream, we have TSM versus Hunters. So let's start with the mainstream first. Again, I'm going to pick Rocks over Impunity, although I think Impunity can give Rocks a run for their money. There's been some questions surrounding Rocks and things of that nature, but we're going to stick with the world champs here, although it is a different roster. Still going to give it to Rocks in this one. We're going to pick Rocks over Impunity. And then on the alternate stream, going to give it to TSM over Hunters. Hunters is kind of a long-standing organization, but a very different roster from when they first started. TSM got to be considered one of the favorites in this tournament, so going to give that to TSM as well. So 3 o'clock time slot on the mainstream. The very first, what I'm going to consider clash of the Titans here. We got Rocks versus Tribe. Okay, and then on the alternate stream, we have G2 versus Detonation Gaming. So, of course, we got to start with the mainstream match, 3 o'clock match, which is going to be Rocks Armada versus Tribe. Oh, decisions. We know that Tribe gets that live buff going on, but can they take it over Rocks Armada? I'm going to say yes. Let's give this matchup to Tribe over Rocks, and that's going to be my pick for that 3 o'clock match there. So you can write that down. And then in the other one, the alternate stream is going to be G2 versus Detonation Gaming. And in that one, I'm going to go with Detonation Gaming here. I think we get a strong showing from G2. I think they beat Team Kraken, but I think they slip up here against Detonation. So that's how I see that one going. So that was our 3 o'clock time slot. So for 4 o'clock time slot, we have Cloud9 versus Elite 8 on the mainstream. And then on the alternate stream, we have Impunity versus Tribe. So let's start with the mainstream one, as we have every other time slot. Okay, so Cloud9 versus Elite 8. Again, not nearly as familiar with Elite 8 as I am Cloud9, and personally, I don't really think it matters in this situation. I just see Cloud9 taking this series as well. Cloud9, the Giants coming in. I think they're going to stay on top as of day one. So, for match 2, Impunity versus Tribe, we're going to go ahead and we just picked Tribe over Rocks. Got to pick Tribe over Impunity in that case as well. So we're going to go with Tribe getting their second win of the day. All right. Now, looks like after the 4 o'clock... Oh, no, there is a 5 o'clock stream. Okay, so there's only one match in the 5 o'clock time slot, which is going to be Elite 8 versus Pain Gaming. And for this one, I'm going to go ahead and pick Elite 8. I don't know much about either team. I am just picking pretty much based on region and reputation here. I don't really see Pain Gaming taking one off of the Elite 8 team, but I could obviously be wrong. All right, so that's the 5 o'clock time slot. 6 o'clock, you got to wait all the way till 6 p.m. Singapore time, and I have no idea what time that is. Pacific time. Wait, let's see. I think they're 8 hours ahead of us. So you're looking at 2 a.m. Pacific time. Ace Gaming goes up against Hunters. I think Ace takes that match easily. Okay, over Hunters. We know that Ace, everybody's pretty much betting on Ace as the team to beat in this. At least it feels like that's what everybody is banking on. I think you got Ace, you got Rocks, you got TSM, and you got Cloud9. I think are the ones that everybody's kind of hedging their bets on here. Could be a couple of surprises. Tribe can always show up. So, and then after the 6 p.m., we have the 7 p.m. time slot, which again is going to be Ace Gaming versus TSM. Now, this is going to be a close matchup. This is going to be a tight matchup. TSM beat Ace at the Mobile Masters, but this is going to be a different Ace squad, and they're going to have more than just one game to get a feeling for TSM. So where do we stand on this? Where do we stand on this? I'm going to go... Man, this is a toughie. I'm going to pick Ace to knock off TSM. TSM just has not been showing very well in their live events this entire year. So I really felt like at Mobile Masters had Ace had a couple more games to get a feel for TSM and to kind of figure them out. Like they almost beat TSM in that Gauntlet Mobile Master event that they were part of, and I felt like after getting that game 1 out of their system, if they had had game 2 and game 3 to go up against TSM, I felt like they would have taken that series off of TSM the way they played them in game 1. So that is our Day 1 Worlds predictions. Here on the queue, I am Belligerent, and I will try to release some more episodes as Worlds goes on. It's going to be a little tricky with the time differences and having to catch up on VODs and things of that nature, but I'll do my best. Stick here with me, watch it. I apologize if I sound a little funny. Been fighting a bit of a cold the past few days, but this weekend we're dedicated to Worlds. I'm going to try and give you my thoughts, opinions, insights, and of course predictions for what's coming up at Worlds. So stick with me here, like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz, and we'll catch you on the flip side. This was the Q. Have a good one.